All right, thank you very much. So my name is Clara. I'm actually joining from Nigeria. Please confirm you can hear me.
We can hear you, Clara.
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
All right, thank you very much. So I will join with other HR professionals to say congratulations to World HR Board for our 30 years in service. So congratulations. Thank you very much. A brief introduction of who I am. So my name is Clara Amonia Odo. I'm the CEO for Topland Horizon. In Topland Horizon, what we do is we run a learning and development program. We run certifications. We help the young ones come to know more about human resources and the impact of human resources to their lives so that they will become better people and they will be able to work very well in the world of work. So that's what we do with Topline Horizon. So we link them up to professionals in the industry. We link them up to professional bodies where they can be able to learn and develop themselves. Thank you. So I'll move very quickly into the topic at hand. The topic says the Millennium Challenge, retaining the new generation workforce. When we talk about millenniums, we look at people from the year 1981 to 1995. Those are the kind of workforce we're looking at when it comes to millennium. And we know that the expectations are quite different from the older generation. There's a lot of expectation on their mind. You know, those millennium people, they are also called the Generation Y. They are called the Generation Y. Millenniums are considered the most connected generation. They are most connected. Now, they are the people that came out during the tech period when there's a lot of technology. They can actually do a lot of things with their phones. They can do a lot of things on social media. They are into marketing, online marketing, and all of that. They do a lot of technological things. And you know, the older generations really don't have that kind of technicality. So most times in the world of work, there's a bit of struggle. Now we have the efficient managers and we have the challenged managers. Why do I use the word efficient managers? The efficient managers are the ones who have been able to understand the millenniums. They understand how they operate. They understand what their needs are. So now the experienced and efficient managers meet the millenniums, give them responsibilities, irrespective of the fact that the millenniums come with a lot of entitlement mentality. They want to do things their way. They don't want to go through protocols to achieving their responsibilities in the office. But now the experienced managers, they teach the millenniums and draw them closer to themselves so that they can actually make them a better person. But the challenged managers, what do they do in the other way around? The challenged managers only think of themselves. They only think of, oh, I've got 20 years experience in the industry. Oh, I've been doing this job for this number of years. I've helped the organization achieve this and all of that. So they don't want to even listen to the millenniums. They don't want to hold them. They don't want to mentor them. They don't want to coach them. Whereas the millenniums, on the other way, they need closure. They need to be held in the hand and teach them. They need mentorship. They need someone who will coach them. They need someone who will understand them and help them, because you know they are just coming into the world of work, and because they are coming with a lot of technology and all of that, so they expect you to meet them where they are. I would like to talk about the effective versus challenge perspective. Now, under the perspective, we have what is called adaptability. The efficient managers easily adapt. They talk about their own need to change in order to manage in today's world. Whereas the challenge managers talk about how others needed to change in order to make it in the real world. You see, when it comes to adaptability. And then when it comes to self-efficiency, the effective managers believe there was something they could do about their situation. This is what the experienced manager is telling the Millennium. There's something you can do about your situation. You are not a failure. I listened to Christopher's presentation, and one of the things he said that they do in Rotary is the fact that they don't tell you that you're a failure. But what they do is they give you a helping hand. They want to know the lesson that you can learn from the experience. What can you learn from the experience? Oh, you have made the presentation and you expect a feedback, and the manager is not ready to give you a feedback. And then when you come asking for the feedback, the manager is asking you, oh, what lesson did you learn from that experience? Because the manager wants to help you from the current level where you are to the next level. Whereas the challenge manager believed that there was little they could do about their situation. There is little they could do about their situation. That's the belief of the challenge manager. The effective manager also have confidence in the millenniums. Now I tell you how. They have confidence because they allow their subordinates to challenge them. Idea processing, ways of doing things. They allow their subordinates to bring in idea. Now, as a manager, because we are all HR professionals in this call, as a manager, how much time do you give to your subordinates? How much time do you give to the millenniums? That person that has just entered your world of work, that person that is under you, your subordinate, how much patience do you have with him so that that person can learn on the job? The challenge manager, in the other way, in terms of building confidence in the millennium, what does the challenge manager do? He sanctions or punished their subordinates for challenging them. That is what the challenge manager do. He's always on the side of sanction. He's always on the side of punishment. He's always on the side of penalty. And he would end up not building confidence in the life of the millennium. Now, another part of the perspective is power. The effective manager use the power of relationship versus the power of their position. Now, how do they build relationship? They give them a listening voice. They draw them closer to themselves. They make them see them as if they're on the same level. So it's not about, oh, I'm the boss, I'm in charge. Oh, it's all about what I say that happens. No, that's not what the effective manager do. Rather, they use the power of relationship versus the power of their position to help the millenniums to stand on their feet and run. Whereas the challenge manager felt the only power they had was their positional authority. And so at every point in time, they want to use that power on the millennium. And then at the end of the day, the millennium will be disgruntled. At the end of the day, the millennium will not find the need to continue to work because there is no love, there is no acceptance in where he or she has found himself. Now, in terms of under the perspective energy, the effective manager working with millennium make them feel younger. They make them feel younger. They make them being appreciated. They make them feel that, oh, your contribution matters. Oh, this is a strategic focus for the organization. And I need your input. I need your contribution. I need you so that we can both drive the organization from the current level where the organization is to the next level where the organization is. Whereas the challenge manager felt the challenge manager felt working with millenniums make them feel older. I can cite a scenario here. I worked with some group of people years back, and then They've been working for like 30 years. And while they were working, the new generation came in because they are graduates, because they are lettered. And these ones that have been working, they are technicians. These ones that are already hot, they are just coming into the industry with all the knowledge that they have. They want to pour it in. They want to make things work. Now, the older workers, the challenge managers, there's a pushback. There's a world of don't come close. There's a world that, oh, you don't fit in here. Where do you think you're bringing your idea from? We've been here for like 30 years. And do you think you know better than we do? That's what the challenge manager faces. And it gives the environment a toxic environment, and then it limits growth and productivity in that business. Now, success, under the perspective success. Now, the effective managers saw themselves as key to the Millennium success. They saw themselves as key. There's someone who works with you as your subordinate. For that person to succeed, you need to give a helping hand. You need to help that person to stand. You need to show that person, handhold that person. We call it mentorship. You can also call it coaching. You can call it hand-holding. You need to help that person understand what the strategic focus for the business is. And then you need to help that person for that person to succeed. And then you show the person the step-by-step road that the person can do to succeed. Whereas the challenge manager, on the other hand, saw the millenniums as an impediment to their own success. They saw them as an impediment to their own success. Hence, they don't want them to grow. So I would like to say, understanding the new generation matters. We have to understand them. We have to understand that they are autonomous. We have to understand that they come with a lot of entitlement mentality. We have to understand that they are imaginative. We have to understand that they are self-absorbed. We have to understand that they are quite defensive. We have to also understand that they are abrasive. A self-expression of themselves. We have to also pay attention to what their needs are. We have to appreciate their achievements. We have to also give meaning to their life, even in their career life. In closing, I would like to say that retaining the new generation workforce, once we have identified the perspective that they are coming from, we have to be able to help them to achieving that. Thank you very much for this great opportunity. Thank you very much. Bye for now.
Thank you so much for your very, very in-depth understanding about the retention challenges. We really appreciate that. And thank you so much on behalf of all my colleagues and World HRD Congress. We thank you for your time and for your knowledge. Thank you so much, Clara. Thank you.